Hi, and welcome to Step 3. Now, before we begin, I'd like to start with a little preface. You know, here at Local Marketing Domination, we believe that to dominate your local market, and more importantly, to stay on top, you need to leverage 4 technologies. The first is social media, and in particular, Facebook. The second is smartphones, mobile phone technology, and that can include text messaging campaigns, QR codes, mobile coupons, lots of other very powerful techniques and technologies. The third is video marketing, which can include video on your websites, your blog, and of course YouTube. And fourth is online, which in particular means Google. Now, it's important to understand that Google's technologies and algorithms change constantly. It seems like almost monthly. Of course, now that we're connected, I'll be updating you on any important changes that take place. But one thing that never seems to change is the importance for a well-optimized, well-designed website or blog. And that's what these next few steps are going to help you with. Of course, if you need more help than this, contact us. That's why we're here. But in the meantime, we're going to move forward starting with Step 3, showing you how to use your keywords to optimize your blog or website and then move forward from there. So here we go. Let's start with Step number 3. Now in Step 2, you developed a keyword list. That is a list of words or short phrases that describes what you, your product, or your service does. Today we're going to localize those terms, we're going to look at the competition, and we're going to determine which ones are the best ones for you to use. Don't worry, it's easy. Let's go to Google and get started. Alright, here we are in Google, and all we're going to do is use the keywords that you came up with in Step 2 and localize them. We're going to put your city or town at the beginning and or the end of those search terms and see what happens. Now, because local marketing domination is in Los Angeles, let's use Los Angeles as our example city. So if you're a plumber, for example, in Los Angeles, let's type that in and see what happens. Now you'll notice that I've used quotes. You'll recall that when you looked for your keywords, we had you tick the exact match box so that the results you got matched exactly the words and phrases and word order that people used when they searched for those terms. Well, in the search function, putting quotes around your search term accomplishes the same thing. You get the exact results from people typing in the exact words in the same exact word order. Now, for Los Angeles plumbers, we find that there are 140,000 search results. That is a large number. Now, of course, we're in Los Angeles, a big city. Wherever you are, if you're in a smaller town, this number will most likely be smaller. But the number we're looking for here is 30,000 or less. 20,000 is better. 10,000 is great. The smaller the number, the better. With 140,000 search results, there's very little chance that you're going to end up on page 1 of Google. But let's do something here. We're going to create what's called a long tail keyword. That is a keyword phrase with more words in it. So let's make this Los Angeles residential plumbers. And you'll notice, wow, this number drops considerably all the way down to 307. Now, I don't know how much traffic residential plumbers gets as a search term. You may have discovered that when you did your keyword research. But if it's significant, then this could be a very good keyword phrase to go after because the competition is so low you have a good chance of landing on page 1 of Google. Now, just to make things interesting, let's change this and see what happens when we put plumbers Los Angeles. You'll notice that now the number is still high, but much lower than the 140,000 number we had when the word Los Angeles was in front. That's why having these quotes here and getting an exact match is so important, because it really makes a difference in the results that you get. Now, let's make this even more interesting. Residential plumbers Los Angeles. Wow, look at that. Only 10 search results come back. If residential plumbers was a high traffic keyword, that is, was a phrase that was searched for a lot when you did your keyword research, assuming you're a plumber. And the results you show here when you put this phrase with your town in it in quotes is as low as 10. That's definitely a good phrase for you to go after as we begin to optimize your website and blog. So that's your homework. You're going to localize your key phrases by putting your town or city in the front and the back, and then seeing if the short-term, the long-term phrases, the long-tail keyword phrases work better, and what the competition is. Again, under 10,000, under 5,000, 10 is fantastic. So that's what you'll be working on for the next few days. I'll be back to show you what to do with these results once you get them. Meantime, have fun with it, and we'll see you when we get back with step number 4.